Good morning, my little space cadets. It's Lunatunes from the Moonz. I hope everyone had a wonderful weekend, had a wonderful, safe weekend. This is from Monday. Actually, I'm recording it on Tuesday, but I'm going to put it out today, and hopefully I can get Tuesdays out today as well. I'm a day behind. I'm sorry, everybody. But I hope everyone was safe. So it's actually the 5th. So it's a few days before Death Stranding comes out, and that's friggin' exciting as all hell. For any fellow gamers, I'm sure you're excited. I don't know. Some people have kind of like, from reviews that I've heard, I think I'm gonna wait until the price goes down a little bit and until I hear a little bit more about it. That's what I think I'm gonna do. I am so sorry for like the background noise. I know there has been like so much background noise, but I mean, I don't know. Like, I hope everybody appreciates the amazingly low budget quality. I'm kind of just poking fun of myself because basically it's like, you know what I mean? It's like, wow, her stuff isn't, I don't know, like her opinions are crazy, but it's so low budget and ridiculous that like, I don't know. Maybe people will actually listen. I don't know. So a little sidetrack, but my weekend was too short. As always, I was super stressed. We're getting ready to move, hopefully, soon. My mother came by though, and it's just, God, she's just getting crazy because she's getting ready to retire, and she's going to sell the house that we live in because it's hers. But it's like, seems like just because we may have a possibility of an apartment that we might get, all of a sudden she wants to like stage the house and get everything ready and like retire all at the same time. But it really can't be done, but she's crazy, just like me, but won't regret it. Or won't admit it, regret it. Won't admit it. But I digress. I wanted to kind of make Mondays like a light day, to maybe just talk about like my weekend a little bit, what happened, get to know you guys better. I don't know if anybody actually subscribes, questions, all that. I'm going to be trying to push this channel as much as I can. I really am, because I feel like channels like this are doing better. Like I said, it's not a drama channel. People are going to think that, but it's an opinions channel. It's opinions. Everything is my opinion. Nothing is like fact, unless I like read a fact from a science book or something. I'm not the fact machine, like, some grooming onions, or blooming onions, I know the play on words, that YouTubers am doing, so, but, all that's alleged. But, I don't know, I was just hoping, we would get a good ramble, and I think I may have a fairly good ramble, because, Halloween was the other day. My son was a knight, like on a dragon. It was cute as heck. But we just said he was like Jon Snow from Game of Thrones, and like the symbol like on the chest of what he was wearing like looked like the Targaryen symbol. See, this is what's great, like to add to stupid stuff like this, me rambling. I literally just had all my pages of what I was going to say, and I walked around for a second, and I took the last page, and I was getting ready to start on my next page, and this is how my house is. Like, crap just disappears. Like, I had it literally 2 seconds ago, and right now I'm looking for it. Somebody did die in my house, so yeah, there's that. That is a story for another day. Aha! I found the blasted culprits. Alright, so we're starting again from the costume. So it had a Targaryen on it, and it was cool. I dressed up like a Celtic shaman. because like recently I've been writing a book based on like Celtic, Gaelic, Irish, Scottish like legends, and it's part of my heritage, me being half um, Irish myself. My great grandfather is from Dublin, so that's really cool. And like, oh my god, it's so awesome, like learning about my lineage. Like, it's so awesome. Like, but this reminds me, okay, this got me to go into this topic, but Halloween and costumes and a cultural appropriation, this whole thing, like all these dumb articles that I've seen on something that rhymes with us eid and about what's okay and what's not. And I hate it when they have like one person from like that background, like they speak for everybody of that race or whatever. But my whole point is, I want to say that each group is appropriated. All right? Any barbarian costume or anything like Viking costume or Celtic anything, that's appropriating my ancestors. Because like I'm white and that's all linked to that. But I'm not allowed to be upset, right? Because I have white privilege and I'm a woman, right? But I mean, like, but it goes every single way. Like, I don't care. Like, it goes always, always. And honestly, I actually think the most offensive, if you want to go there, if any at all, is any Native American costumes. Because man, like that is the most oppressed people. If you want to talk about that, you want to talk about reparations and all that stuff. Man, the English came over here and just took everything, and they were just like, "Screw you! We're not letting you take us as slaves." Blah blah blah, because they were badasses, and that's how they were. And that's another reason, like, oh man, I'm just getting so much into my books too, because it's very strange that like the Celts and Native Americans, very similar people, very similar traditions. It's kind of funny, and then makes me feel like I don't have to be that person that's like, I have 1/4, 1/8 like Blackfoot Indian. I hear that so much in the area. Everybody is like eighth, a quarter, like little tiny piece of Native, so they think they're Native American, but like I know this because my husband is half Cherokee. It really sucks because he just looks like a white guy from his Scottish background, the red beard, but he looks white, but his mom is full-blown Cherokee, and everybody just looks at him as some white guy, and nobody believes him. But, you know, our last name, you know, is, uh, you'd know that. So, obviously I'm not going to go into that, but it does have to do with him being Native American. Like, that's how we got that last name anyway. But, the Native Americans were just badass. They didn't, they didn't want to be slaves, so they some of them converted, otherwise they wouldn't be here, obviously. But yeah, the Celts were badass too. I didn't realize how much they like took over. They literally like were taking over Europe, and everybody was just afraid to fight them until like they got to Sparta and all this like other stuff. And like if I'm wrong with some of my history and what I'm saying because I don't have stuff in front of me, please don't chop my head off. I'm sorry. Don't chop my head off for if I misspeak at all. So I'm sorry. But yeah, like, and that's the thing is like, we get accused being Caucasian or white that we steal like hairstyles from people like Native Americans, from African Americans, from Hispanic people, and not just Hispanic, every kind of Hispanic person, and Mexican, everybody. I don't want to offend it, but I want everybody, Asian descent, Pacific Islander, everybody. I'm trying to go through everything, but I obviously I can't get everybody. But the fact that we get called for stealing like braids as a stolen hairstyle and locks, or because I know that it's very, being Jamaican, you call them locks, or people who are very into their culture call them locks, or but what we commonly know them as dreadlocks. That's not us appropriating the culture, because the Vikings, the Irish, the Scottish, they all did that. They all did that. They also stretched their ears. All kinds of stuff like that. Like, we had our own thing too. And that's sort of like where my point's going here. It's not to sit here and bash like people. That's not what it is. I'm just, again, sharing my opinion, and basically like my point is like each race has something special about them. But like if someone pays like homage to it in a respectful like manner, I don't see like why that would be a problem. But like don't like don't you really think that I just hate being called like white and thrown in that blanket without anybody knowing that I'm like half Polish, half Irish? I'm not just some stupid white girl, white girl or white woman, really. It's ridiculous. Like, I have like background and stuff, and like I'm looking more into those things, and I don't want to just be like some white privileged chick. It's so ridiculous too, because like I'm totally not white privileged at all. Like, my husband busts his ass at his job. Like, I'm disabled. Like, we're on food stamps still. Like, we're on the poverty line. So I don't know what anybody is talking about white privilege over here, man. I don't know. And it has nothing really to do with like race at all. But that was my rant on like the Halloween costume thing, and it's just like I'm sick of people saying what's okay and what's not, and just speaking on behalf of an entire race or something. That's just not the kind of person I am, I guess. I don't speak for everyone who's Celtic, Irish, Scottish, Polish, descent. My point was that like all costumes can be offensive. So, like, just roll with it. But, like, the only thing that really is, like I said, like, Native American can be, but if you do it tastefully, it's okay. I think my opinion is okay. But the only thing I don't think is okay, and I think we all know this, is blackface in any form. Blackface. Like, in any form. Any form is really, that's a little too far, even for me, and I'm somebody that's, like, F everything, you know what I mean? So, but blackface definitely is a no-no. So, yeah. But, I hope that everyone had a fun and safe Halloween, If anybody ever sees my videos, write what you were for Halloween or on my Twitter, and this is Halloween 2019, any kind of social media, but this was kind of my rant for Monday's video. Hopefully, I'll get to rant a Tuesday's video today out, which I most likely will. Crossing my fingers, everybody, because, like, I have the moon to myself today. So, I'm here by myself on the moon. So, But, please like, comment, and subscribe, my little space cadets. Thanks for exploring a bit with me, and I hope that you do like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell button. Follow all my social media in the descriptions, and I have been Lunatoon.